single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day I'm gonna make.
Well, hello folks, it's Paul here from All About Motorbike again. I haven't put a video up for a while, and here along comes 3 in not too distance apart from each other, are they? Yes, it's a brilliant day today. Look at the weather. We've got blue skies, it's quite warm. It's actually saying it's 14 degrees. Oh, actually it's dropped down to 13, but it's still lovely. And I'm making my way home, but I'm going to take a detour this time because, and the reason behind me taking a detour is simply because I've ordered a new front light for my bike. Now when I had the accident on the bike, it cracked the headlight, and although I've glued it back together, I know it won't pass an MOT, although it doesn't affect the lights at all, do you know what I mean? But rules are rules, so I've had to order a new headlight. And this being a Honda Pan-European, the parts from Honda around about the 600 quid mark. Now I rang Dave Silver Spares up, who deals in Honda parts and stuff like that, and he said, oh, I can get you one for £485. I thought, not a bloody chance, I'm not paying that. So I looked on eBay. There was one for which I thought was cheap, 178 quid, and that was from China, but that still had a crack in it. And he said it won't affect the MOT, and I thought, well, I'm not paying £178 for something that has a crack in it. I'll wait. Something will come along. Do you know what I mean? And then so I set up email notifications on eBay to let me get notified when something does come up, and lo and behold, it did. It actually came up. And it was an English seller as well, with a 2004 Honda Pan-European headlight. Now all Pan-European headlights are the same, so I sent him an email requesting what the condition was, because it was pretty vague, and he said, yeah, absolutely brilliant, there's no scratches or cracks in it. And I thought, I'll have that, and it was 150 quid. So I've bought that, and all I'm doing now is waiting for it to come. So I'm going to take the bike off the road tonight after I've been done my diversion home. I'll take the bike off the road tonight and strip out the old headlight in anticipation of the other one coming, so I can put it in and get it back. While I've got it stripped down, of course, I'm going to do all cleaning and everything like that, because all the fairings, I'll be taking all them off, which you might as well when you start stripping off fairings and things like that. So I'm going to give it a good deep clean and do things that need doing to it, like a service and things like that, so it's ready again. It's okay, because it's due its test next month, the early part of next month, which is only around the corner now. So I want it right, hence why I'm going for a detour tonight, because it'll be my last ride for a couple of days. Now the headlight was posted, and it'll be sent by Royal Mail First Class, and it was posted I think yesterday, so it's a possibility that it could come today, but I very much doubt it. But yes, probably one of my next videos will be me actually taking the light and that off, but I don't know yet. I'm not overly bothered about doing how-to videos and things like that. And I'm actually riding the bike today in the open face position, so if you can hear a lot of wind noise, that is why, because it's warm. And I actually quite like the idea of being able to ride with the with this helmet being in the open face position. And this is what you've got to watch out for. Cars just pulling out willy-nilly, last minute ones. We're on a 70-mile-an-hour road doing 45, and thankfully I am. Yes, my little detour is I turn off at Acklam, go through where is now not Hemsley, Hemlington, and then I take the turn off once I get towards Colby Newham. I take the roundabout, take a right, and I go over towards Stokesley, and I head back over through Great Ayton, passing Rosebery Topping, and then on to Gisborough and then home, which is much more of a scenic route than this is. As I say, I don't particularly like the commute here and back from work, because it's quite boring. It's just these major arterial routes such as the A19, then onto the A174, which we call the Parkway, and or you can go the A66. So you know, it's always pretty busy. So anyway, the weather forecast for tomorrow up this way is rain in the afternoon, and Friday is forecast to be a washout. So really it's not a bad time to be actually coming in the car, even though I won't like coming in the car, because every morning I come here now, the traffic is just horrendous. So I will be stuck in traffic tomorrow, but at the same time I'll be warm and I'll be inside the car protected from any rain or wind or whatever. So that's what my plans are. I had to laugh, you know. I've not been putting videos up on YouTube, as you all know, for quite some time, for a few months, and my subscriber count has held at 291. So I've come back, I've put a couple of videos up, and this will be now my third, and it's just dramatically dropped. It's like I've come back into people's attention and I thought, oh, not having that. And actually it doesn't bother me in the slightest. I really don't mind. As I've always said, and I'll maintain this, that my YouTube channel basically was for me, as a memory for my own videos, so I can show my kids when I'm long gone, or it'll still be there, and then the kids can see it, and what the dad used to get up to, out on his bikes and his adventures, you know. So, but what I will say is, the people that stay, or are staying, are those loyal people who I've got a lot of time for. I really have. I've got a lot of time for everyone, to be fair, and I'll go out my way to do as much as I can for anyone. Always have done, always will do. I won't change. So this, folks, to my left, these pigeons, is Hemlington, and yeah, it's used to be a lot of twocks and that round this way years ago. I don't know what it's like now, but it was pretty bad at one time, Hemlington. It had a bit of a facelift, like, so, you know, I couldn't actually tell you what it was like. And to my right, if we turned right here, would be the village of Staden, which is a completely different contrast to our left. That village down there is absolutely fantastic. Brilliantly looking village. A good North Yorkshire village as well. So we'll be going down here, and we're heading towards Colby Newham, but we don't get as far as Colby because we turn right and head over towards Stokesley. I have to tell you about also, you know, when I had my poor man's cruise control, I did a video on it. If you want to go back and check that out, please do. Well, I had it for about, I would say, over 6 months, and it snapped. It absolutely just snapped. Although it was a good controller, it snapped, and that's what plastic things do when they're affected by changing in heat conditions such as hot and cold days. You know, it made it brittle and it snapped. So all in all, a good, you know, good thing, but it didn't last long at all. So I'm going to turn right here and head over on the B1365 towards Stokesley. So yeah, this poor man's cruise control didn't last at all. So what I'm going to do is look for a metal one, because metal ones aren't as affected as much by the hot and cold. I know they are in some respects, but they don't become brittle like this one did. I've come down this road a few times and thought, what have I done? Because it's been jam-packed and busy, and you've got your what we always used to call Sunday drivers out, travelling at 30 mile an hour, and you can't get past them because the traffic was that heavy. You could not get past them safely. I mean, you possibly could if you were a lunatic, but I'm not. This will be the first time I've actually ridden and done a video with this helmet in the open face position, so I'm actually quite keen to learn whether you could still hear me without horrendous wind noise. I really am. It's a sharp bend this, it can catch you out unawares if you're not ready for it. And as you can see, look at the roads, all humpy, humpy dumpy, humpty dumpty. And that's also something else you've got to watch out for, the mud on the road. Now if it was wet, you wouldn't want to be travelling around those bends quite fast, because all the farm traffic comes down here, because as you can see, to our right and to our left, the farmers' fields. And you get a lot of farm traffic in and out of them, especially at harvest times and stuff like that, especially around this time of year. See, rather than actually, what I'm going to do, rather than heading to Stokesley, I'm going to take a left which takes me towards Great Ayton, and I'll travel the back road into Great Ayton, which is a nice route, and I'll show you that one. It's a nice route, and this would be an absolute fantastic road to tootle about on the little 250. Yes, that's what you don't want. Come round their terrace and you'd be straight in the back of someone, wouldn't you? Eh? And why they stop like that, I'll never know. See what I mean about all the mud on the road? Not very good, is it? Yes, I won't follow them. This is the left turn I'll take, takes you to Great Ayton. And up ahead, I don't know whether you can make this out, there is Rosebery topping. I certainly can see it, but I don't know how well the drift camera will be bringing up, but we are passing that way, so you will see it even better. And this is just another short vlog, folks, of me riding home, but in better surroundings, so to speak. A more leisurely, you know, more laid back pace, with less hustle and bustle and people getting angry and shuffling for places so they can get home quicker, causing utter chaos. So we come here and we go straight over this road, well, not exactly straight over, to the left, quick right, and we go right down here. You can actually take the next right, which would be better, which takes you past the RSPCA, I believe. But look at these views. Sometimes it's actually quite nice just to wander down these roads on your motorbike at a leisurely pace, you know, so you can enjoy them more. And we'll take a right here. that is where the second right would have brought us this way. Always double check. And we're coming into the little hamlet town or village of Great Ayton. Isn't this a much nicer place to come to, rather than taking all that, all them major arterial routes home? It just makes you feel at one. Brings your stress levels of the working day down. You know, recharges your batteries. How many more euphemisms can I make, eh? There's a lot of leaf litter on the roads. I used to come down here when I used to do road cycling on what we used to call as kids races. It's a nice pub, the Buck, to have a nice pint of beer in. Oh yes, and we are, it's Remembrance Day soon. So no doubt they'll be filming it all, putting all the displays back up. Oh, actually, let's have a look. I've already got one up here. Isn't that a nice display, all those, I think the knitted poppies and stuff like that. Really nice. Display number 1. Lovely. I remember last year, didn't I? I went to Flanders Fields. Well, that was a display in, where was it now? Nunthorpe Way. And there's Rosebery Forks, Rosebery Topping, a landmark of the Cleveland Hills. Cleveland being in North Yorkshire as well, I'd say. Always was. It's absolutely brilliant riding with this open face because you don't feel claustrophobic or anything. You actually feel like you're out in the open. But thankfully it can double up as a full face helmet if and when the weather turns bad, or it becomes too windy or cold or anything like that. Much more nice and relaxing this road home. Some nice little twisties as well. You can lean right into them. Excuse me. This is Pinchingthorpe, folks. There used to be a branch line that ran through here. I'll stick at the speed limits, I don't want to go too fast. Just a nice casual ride home this. Stick at 70. I do feel better for having ridden those roads. So anyway, that's Wednesday over with now, and we're, you know, Thursday tomorrow, but Thursday afternoon's looking like a bit of rain, and Friday is going to be a complete washout, so I think it makes sense to actually take the bike off the road tonight and start taking it apart in preparation for the new headlight. I've enjoyed this ride home, I really have. It's been a really nice. Anyway, look folks, I'm near home again. So I've been Paul from All About Motorbikes, and thank you so much for sticking around and coming along with this video. So I'll say bye for now folks. Bye!